midday run too, which is not ideal. You gotta make it happen. We have 3.75 miles at an easy run, easy pace, super chill. I'm actually gonna be trying out picked up some new gels at Fleet Feet. We went earlier this week on the weekend to scan our feet, get some new shoes, me and Mel. And I saw these, wanted to try these out. So this one's GU salted caramel, caffeinated, 20 milligrams of caffeine on this. So it's not gonna be too hard of a run, right? It's short, but that's really good. Wow, that's really good. Before this, I've only used BPN gels, and they're really good, but damn. I've seen some runners utilize the GU gels. I was just curious to see like how that tastes, but damn, that's solid. Wow. Almost hitting that mile point real quick. Just want to touch on the topic of this video, which is essentially just announcing that I signed up for the Houston Marathon in January, which is huge. It's a huge full shift from what I'm used to, what I know, uncharted territory. I'm excited and happy with the decision. First week of prep to run the Houston Marathon. Many reasons why I can do a marathon. The honest truth is that inconsistently running since 2023, 2024, now 2025, I kind of always wanted to make that shift. Just wanted to time it, make sure it's right, make sure it's a good time. And the Houston Marathon, I mean, it's home base. It's right here. I can prep here, and then have a good enough prep to where I can just wake up on race day, go to downtown, and do that damn thing. I wanted to eliminate as many factors as I could so I can just have a good, enjoyable race. And so the Houston Marathon just made sense. Now, I've been wanting to do that marathon specifically for a minute, but once again, I'm super new to running, so all these questions ended up popping up. How long is too long for a prep? What's a good amount of time to prep? And also, is this like an itch that I have, or is this something that I'm actually wanting to commit to? Because I mean, as you know, I powerlift. That's my desired form of training since I was 16. I've done national meets, a ton of local meets. Competing, powerlifting, something new to me, simple. So it's just new, it's just fresh. But like I said, running, something that I've done inconsistently, on and off. I ran in middle school, high school. I did cross country in middle school, competitive soccer in high school. Running isn't new to me. I've ran before. The past 6 weeks, I was like, all right, let me run consistently for these next 6 weeks, because that's when I checked the time frame of how far out is the Houston Marathon. When I checked it, it was 20 weeks away. Let me dedicate to 4 to 5 times running a week, see how that feels. Felt good, felt enjoyable. I got to a point where my runs were getting easier and easier, and more enjoyable. Got to a point where the last 2 or 3 weeks, I was running 15 to 18 mile weeks consistently. And that's a huge bump from last year, where last year I was running like 8 to 10 miles. And so last year my highest frequency was around like anywhere from 8 to 12 a week. That's a huge shift, a huge bump. And while holding that frequency, I was enjoying it. And that told me all I need to know that I had the full confidence to sign up for this marathon, hop on bump prep, and now dedicate my training style to endurance. And from you looking at the screen, hearing me talk, I probably sound like I'm dying. But no, I'm actually enjoying it. The weather's nice right now. It's not too hot. It is humid though. But today's day 3, week 1, day 3 of prep. 3.75 miles of an easy run. And on to my next point. How am I gonna prep for marathon? And well, glad you asked. One thing I realized running this run today, I gotta start taking my runs outside, which kind of works out because I'm supposed to get like a cold front next week, so it won't be as hot. Then I mean, it also doesn't help that I'm outside middle of the day. It's currently like 6, it won't get dark till like 8. That doesn't help, but I just need to get accustomed and used to the humidity, the outdoor heat versus just running inside on a treadmill with either ACs or fans, you know. I gotta put myself in these harsh environments so that way I can grow. Last point that I want to talk about, I don't know if I talked about it, but how long what I need to prep for came down to either doing a 16-week or 12-week prep. And I think 16 weeks it's a solid good amount because it also gives me a lot of extra time to try things out, more runs, to try out hydration, fueling strategies. And also I'm gonna be utilizing the Runner app for my whole prep. Essentially like a whole AI running program coach app. Picture data, picture notes, the time that you have to run your race, or if you're just running, just run, and it'll literally give you a full 16-week program. And so that's what I'm utilizing today. This is week 1, so far so good, and we're done. Just like that, workout is finito. I'm gonna put that at, wasn't hard, challenging, solid 6, because that was challenging. Honestly, it wasn't the easiest, but extremely doable. I only stopped twice, and that's because first time I had to stretch on my calves some more because once it got tight, so I need to spend some more time stretching outside. Past few runs I've done inside at a gym in a treadmill, and I take my sweet time stretching on those so I can feel good. So I need to be more mindful about stretching. That's one key takeaway today. Key takeaway number 2, gotta do more of these, man. Gotta do more outside runs. Gotta get out here, embrace the humidity, embrace the heat. Now, I'm not talking about coming out at noon and running, because that's just a call for disaster, because it's just too damn hot. You're gonna be losing more than you can even get in when you're fueling. But I'm talking about like in the morning, wake up, get these runs out the way, find a track nearby, get some track work. But overall, solid, good ass run. Kept it pushing, content, and now you go home. All right, guys. So this weekend, me and Mel went to Fleet Feet to get our feet scanned, and we both ended up getting. They didn't have our sizes in stock. These are the Fresh Foams 1080 V14, and these felt amazing. I needed something like a daily trainer since I am now in marathon prep. They finally came in. Mel's came in yesterday.
She got some Brooks. Yeah, I love these. When I put these on, I literally felt like I was walking on the cloud. Like, this is what they look like on feet. Yes, sir. Not bad. I actually didn't get any tracking for. Yes, sir. You're gonna get your shoes too? Get your shoes, yeah, get your shoes. Show me your shoes. No, get the other ones. Get these. Yeah. Those are the ones that, okay. Bye. I didn't get a tracking, so I had no idea this was gonna come in today. But perfect timing, because now I can just break these in on today's easy run. So I got these, and I also got these the same weekend, a few days before, and these have been great. These feel amazing. They're like the Evo SL. They're like the trending Adidas shoe right now. So I'm gonna be rotating between this and this, as well as I have my Adios Pro 3s, I think they're called. And those are like race day. They have like metal rods that like make you run faster and like all that. So I'm gonna break those out for like the longer runs, because I think I'm gonna use those for like my race day. But pretty excited, man. Actually, I'm actually now more excited for this little easy run. So gonna let y'all know how that feels after.
So pretty. 1 mile in, 12-minute pace. Man, that's so pretty. Halfway through the workout, just got that audio cue. 2 miles in, 1.2 miles. Alright, so finish up the run. Amazing, solid run. Got 3.27 miles in, 38 minutes and 42 seconds, and at an average pace of 11:51, which is chill. Runner wanted us to maintain a 12-minute per mile pace, and we fucking crushed that. So average heart rate 139, which is solid. My maximum aerobic heart rate is 154. So as long as I'm under that, I'm good. And so the fact that yesterday we were at 127 consistently, today we're at 139. So that's a solid, that's a great look right there. First mile, 12:10. Second mile, 11:48. Third mile, 11:47. Closed out the 0.27 at the end with a 11:05 mile pace. Solid, man. Solid run. Solid session. Now to go home, shower, and relax. But tomorrow's a long day, so tomorrow's the big one. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do to fuel for that one, and catch you guys there. All right, guys, welcome back to the final day of this training week. Today, Melson's cousin had a soccer game today, and so this is like a trail that's like close by. I dropped her off with Junior to watch the game, and I came in here to get my 8 miles out the way. So I'm gonna get some stretching in, get to it, and really just lock in. It's gonna be a brutal one because we are running at like 10:30. The sun's out, there's no clouds, there's no shade, there's no nothing. I see some trees, so maybe we'll hit some shaded parts around this trail, but regardless, it's fine. Gel strategy, I have 4 gel that I'm gonna be taking every 20 minutes, as well as every time we do a loop around this trail, I'm gonna just recuperate myself back in the truck, get some electrolytes in from the inside, so I can make sure that I'm hydrated. The run for today, in total, it's going to be 8.5 miles. 2.5, the first 2.5 will be at a conversational pace, and then 2.5 at a total of 5 per mile pace, and then 2.5 at 11:35. Last mile will be at a conversational pace. So
It's a long run, but it's one with intention, and I'm excited. Usually the last few long runs that I've been doing have been on treadmills and just going back and forth between treadmill speed. So this is the first long run we'll be doing outside in peak heat, so we'll see how that goes. Gonna test out this fueling strategy, see how we react to it. 1 hour before this run, I had two rice cakes, as well as a scoop of G1M Sport and a scoop of electrolytes. So that's in my body right now. So that should be good up until we hit that 20-minute point. So now we stretch and get into it.
First 2.5 miles done. Now we have 2.5 at a 12:05 minute per mile pace. I'm not gonna lie, this heat's different, man. It's just hot, but there's enough shade that I can manage it. So just being mindful of my fueling and of my hydration. About to take my second gel. About to hit 40 minutes. After that, I got 2 more to hit every 20 minutes. So and this one's caffeinated, so I'll get a nice little boost. 4 miles in, halfway through, hit the halfway point of the overall workout. Feeling good? Legs feel kind of heavy, but overall, pretty good. 60 minutes, third gel, and now running 2.5 at a 11-minute 35-second mile pace. So found my good pace right here, maintaining this for the next 2.5. It should be good. I don't know if I'm just like catching a second wind or what, but man, I feel good. Before today, I was kind of nervous about today, just because it's the first long run that's programmed to have set paces to hit for a good amount of miles. Like, it's not no run fast for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, rest 15. No, it's like keep this pace for 2.5 every time. And that's new. It's something that kept me anxious, but excited. Excited because it's new. It's a new challenge. It's a new way that I'm gonna be uncomfortable, and that keeps me excited, because I know when you're put in a place of discomfort, growth comes. That's how you're gonna get faster. That's how you're gonna get higher. That's how you're gonna build your endurance, and that excites me. So last gel just got down. This just got some caffeine to it, so hopefully that'll give us a nice little kick. But hey, low-key, it's my first week having GU Energy Labs. That shit's fire, I'm not gonna lie. But it is thicker, right? It does have a thicker texture to it, which is not bad because the flavors really make up for it. We are in the final lap. And all we gotta do is just hold this at a conversational pace. So essentially, if I can keep this conversation going throughout the whole time, then that's the pace that we're wanting to stay at for the final mile. Challenging, hard day, hard run, but like I said, those are the ones that provide you with exponential growth. So now to just finish strong. Wrapped up long run, hit 8.51 miles at a 11:38 per mile pace. Let's get back to the truck and I'll go over my paces for these miles. Looking at my splits here. First things first, the overall workout was the following: 2.5 miles at a conversational pace, then speed things up to 12:05 per mile pace for 2.5 miles. Then after that, 2.5 miles at a 11:35 per mile pace, and the last mile at a conversational pace. I want to go back to my first ever long run, which was the 6.23 mile long run, and this was August 16th. I had already been running consistently that week, and so this was the first long run of that week, and that was 6 miles at an hour and 26 minutes at an average pace of 13:49. So really happy with that. That's so reassuring to me, because that just lets me know that all the work that I'm putting in, it's showing up, we're progressing, and it's only gonna get better, right? So now we have a whole day to fuel, rest, reset. Tomorrow is gonna be a recovery day, but today was a huge win. Today we pushed through under the intense summer heat, and we made it happen. And it wasn't hard. Like, there wasn't points in time where I was like, fuck, like I really want to stop. I really want to just like stop, reset, and then, you know, just keep going. I hit all my paces. I barely was looking down. I just threw it on a podcast and I was just vibing, man. I was just chilling, vibing. And overall, that is what I call a good ass run. So